Hi, I'm Joe with the Seattle Gales.
And I'm Jeremy with the Tacoma Rangers. Today we're going to introduce you to the three Irish sports: hurling, camogie, and Gaelic football.
All three sports are team sports, generally played with 15 players per side, although you can play with fewer. In Ireland, matches are between 60 and 70 minutes in length with two halves, and the objective is to score more points than your opposing team within that amount of time.
You can score points in one of two ways. The first, going above the crossbar and in between the two upright pipes. The second is into the goal itself.
To play the ball, you can do that in several ways. One, you can catch the ball out of the air. You can lift the ball off the ground, either in hurling or camogie with your stick, which is called a hurley, or in football by crouching down and kind of pushing the ball into your hands from the ground. But you can't pick the ball up directly from the ground with your hands.
To move the ball forward, you can either do a hand pass or a stick pass in hurling, or a hand pass or a kick pass in Gaelic football. A hand pass in Gaelic football kind of looks like an underhanded serve, a miniature underhand serve from volleyball, and a kick pass looks more like a little bit of a punt.
And hand pass in hurling and camogie, similar. It's more like a slap of the ball. So you would have the ball in your hand, kind of toss it a little bit and slap it with your open hand. You can't throw the ball. So on offense, as Jeremy mentioned, you're trying to score through either the uprights or down below into the goal. Now on defense, you're trying to prevent the other team from doing it. And there are a number of ways that you can do that. One is by blocking their shot or knocking the ball out of their possession. Another way in hurling is something that's called hooking. When the player is trying to hit the ball, you can come behind them and just interfere with the swing of their stick.
Now that you know about hurling and Gaelic football, Molly's here to talk to you about camogie and ladies Gaelic football. Molly, what's the difference between camogie and hurling?
Well, really they're essentially the same sport. There are very few differences in rules. The main difference for camogie is in contact. So in hurling you'll see a lot of shoulder-to-shoulder contact. You can't do that in camogie, but you will see a lot more boxing out and hip checking in camogie than you will in hurling. Other than that, it's essentially the same sport.
Okay, and what about ladies Gaelic football?
So for ladies Gaelic football, the main difference between men's and women's is in how you pick up the ball. So for men's Gaelic football, you have to flick or kick the ball up into your hands. For women, you can pick the ball up off the ground. And really, that's the only difference.
So those are the basics of hurling and Gaelic football. And they're quite fun sports to play. If you've ever played soccer or you've played lacrosse or volleyball or anything, this sport could really be for you. It uses all of those skills, and so we'd really recommend coming out and trying. We know 2020 didn't work out for us to be able to play. We know everyone's had a hard year, but start off 2021 with coming and having a bit of fun with us, and keep on the lookout for on our Facebook pages or any other social media where we're going to be posting. So we look forward to seeing you.